Listen to this, the average adult makes 35,000 decisions per day. Whoa, doesn't that sound overwhelming just thinking about that? Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Christina, or Brightline Queen, and I've lost about 45 pounds since May doing something incredible called Brightline eating. No flour, no sugar, 3 measured meals a day, and it's life-changing. It is where the money is, baby. I'm getting health breakthrough. So today I want to do a fun video of what I eat in a day, as well as talking about today's module, because we are on day 10 of the 14-day challenge. Today's topic is all about willpower gap and why, depending on our willpower and white knuckling, ain't gonna cut it, girlfriend. We gotta get more strategic. Okay, are you ready to jump into it? Let's go. So this morning I had muffins. These were blueberry muffins and they're super yummy. I really enjoy muffins like every morning, honestly. I freeze them in my freezer and I probably have about 20 muffins in my freezer at all times. My 3-year-old daughter loves making them with me and it's just a lot of fun to make them together. I will post the recipe I used in the detail information below so that you can use this recipe if you'd like to. So in today's module, we learned that willpower is not enough. The problem is not knowing what to do. We know what to do, right? It's 3 meals a day, no flour, no sugar, no problem. The real problem is execution. How do we execute that? How do we do that day after day after day after day for the next 2 months so we get brain healing, breakthrough, automaticity, and we can do this long term and get health breakthrough? We learned in today's module that the huge #1 mistake that people make is they rely on willpower, okay? Willpower is not reliable. It's like holding on to something shaky that's gonna make you fall over, okay? We can't rely on willpower. So let's look up the meaning of willpower. Willpower is control exerted to do something or restrain impulses. It's very difficult to restrain impulses in the heat of the moment. Listen to this, the average adult makes 35,000 decisions per day. Whoa, doesn't that sound overwhelming just thinking about that? That's a lot of choices. The willpower gap basically means that there's a huge gap there and we need to do things that actually prevent us from having to use willpower or strengthen our willpower. All right, it's lunchtime and today I'm having soup because I'm sure you can tell in my voice I'm dealing with a little bit of a cold. So I'm measuring out 6 ounces of the vegetables out of the soup, and then I'm going to put 4 ounces of some protein that I have. I like this juicy chicken breast. I'll put the recipe below. It's really yummy. And then I'm going to use the broth as my condiment. And then for the fat, I put sour cream and Parmesan cheese on the soup. And then I had it with grapes. It was a really yummy, satisfying lunch. I eat like a true queen on Brightline Eating. Okay, let's get into the video again. It means that there's a gap between what we should do and what we're doing, right? We fall through that gap. How can we fill in that gap so that we're doing what our highest self, what our inner self really at our core wants to do? We need to fill in that gap. How do we fill in that willpower gap? The first way of filling in the willpower gap is preventing the need for willpower. How do we prevent the need for willpower? By planning and preparation. This is where your automatic habit of your food journal comes in. You're doing this at the end of the day. Your tummy is full from dinner. You're writing out your intentions and you're trusting that that food is gonna be enough for you tomorrow. It's all planned out for you. Morning comes around, you've got your planned breakfast. Your tummy's starting to rumble around 11 a.m. and you know exactly what's coming. There's no decisions to be made. They have already been made. You have done the planning and preparation so you don't have to depend on willpower. The second way we fill in that willpower gap is with our emergency action plan. Yes, if you have not dug deep into this emergency action plan and have it on your notes on your phone, you better get to work because this thing is going to be your key to success. Sometimes we need extra. We need a bump of willpower in the moment. The only way to get that is through our emergency action plan. And our emergency action plan is 5 science-backed ways to replenish willpower in the moment. What are these activities? Human connection, very powerful. Can you sneak away and call or text your BLE buddy? Yes, you can. Prayer, connecting with God. He cares about your food addiction struggles. He wants to be your stronghold, all right? Food was your stronghold. Flour and sugar was your stronghold for decades. He misses your attention. It's time to run to him in times of trouble, not the flour and sugar hits. This is a spiritual truth. Meditation. Come on, let's do 3. Okay, I feel better. I feel more connected to my inner self. I feel in tune with my body right now and what I really desire. Meditation can be as simple as taking a few moments to deep breathe. It's a powerful way to get in tune with ourselves. Gratitude. Have you created your gratitude journal yet? Have you figured that out? For me, I write out what I'm thankful for about my husband, what I'm thankful for about my daughter, what I'm thankful for about myself, what I'm thankful for about anything. I write out those 4 pieces of gratitude every single day. That, my friends, is what has pulled me through some very dark times in my life. I'm a huge believer in gratitude. And the 5th science-backed way to replenish your willpower right now is service. All right? Think about others. How can you help somebody else right now? Can you clean dishes? Can you play a board game with children? What can you do to see other people? Sometimes we're so busy thinking about ourselves and our next hit of flour and sugar that we're not able to see other people. And part of this journey and this healing process helps us see others. Not just the food, we see others because our brain isn't constantly turning with those food thoughts anymore. This was my yummy dinner. It was sauteed stir-fried vegetables. I saute them with ginger and soy sauce. And then I have the chicken that I mentioned earlier on top. I like this yum yum sauce. It's sugar-free and it really just adds a little something. I count it as a fat. All right, let's recap now. How do we fill in the willpower gap? Number 1, by planning and preparation. Number 2, by implementing, activating our emergency action plan. If you want to see my emergency action plan, I'll link it up here. I go through all the details of what I specifically do and how it's worked for me for over 5 months on this journey. If you made it to the end of this video, please give it a thumbs up. Also, leave me a comment telling me what you would like to see out of this channel. I'm about to be done with this 14-day challenge content and I want to know what's most helpful to you. I'm wishing you a beautiful, bright day. You are doing it one meal at a time. You're doing it day after day, one day at a time, all right? If you need to today, place on those bunny slippers, be gentle with yourself, and I'll see you tomorrow for the next video. Mwah.